All right, so today I wanted to talk about this new Sub001 EP called Synth Gardens that just came out on Circus Electric, and I just finished listening to it. By the way, I love the artist that Circus has been recruiting on their alternate label, sub-label, that's the right word, like Convexity, and now we have, or was it like Cafe Disco, and now we have Sub001, so yeah, they're just releasing stuff from amazingly talented artists, but I wanted to talk about this EP specifically. So yeah, overall, this is a pretty good color-based EP. I would say I've enjoyed a lot of Sub001 stuff in the past. Most recently, I really enjoyed his track with Voca, Daydreamer, which is created for this year's All-Nighter Forum release. That was a really cool collab that I never expected to happen, and it worked really well. It was great. But overall, I was excited to check out this EP. There was a single that came out a couple weeks before it called DIWATA, and it was future garage fused color bass, and I thought it worked pretty well. The idea was really good, and I thought the execution was done well. There was some nice sporadicness in some of the patterns, and overall, it made me hyped to check out the rest of this EP. And there's definitely a lot of resemblances to color bass being fused with other genres here. Like, I feel like we have some neuro breaks, some electro breaks, some complextro, maybe some bro step. I would say that might be a bit of a stretch, but overall, it's definitely giving a lot of very old school vibe. It's kind of reminiscent to other artists that I listened when I was younger, when I started to get into EDM, like Tokyo Machine, Rob Gasser, Spitfire, Def Quap, and of course Chime, especially Chime. But I feel like Sub001 is able to make, with this EP, he is able to make his own distinct sound design without me saying, oh, this just sounds like another Chime song, or this just sounds like another Shark song. And well, yes, there are similarities. He's able to make it distinct enough to be recognizable that this is his song and not anyone else's. And I just think as an artist, he's doing really good at preventing color bass in general from being stale. I know it's kind of been one of the main complaints at EDM this year. I feel like I've heard people say it the most, and I just feel like he's one of the artists that's refreshing it and keeping it unique, doing something different every time. And yeah, the opening track I thought was done really well. There's some great melodies, and there's even some acoustic side bits as well. I love that guitar in the intro, and I thought the drop was really catchy. The second track, Sozu, is more of the electro breaks vibe I was talking about. It's way faster, and I love how impactful those drums are. And the third track on this EP, M055, is more of a straightforward color-based track. I would say it's pretty standard. It wasn't one that blew me away, but I thought it was okay. It was just more of the dubsteppy color bass, maybe something like a Sharks or a Paper Skies track. But I thought the patterns were cool, and I actually really liked the vocal chops. I think they were executed very well in this track. And finally, the last song, Transient, I would say, is the weakest one for me. It's a bit lengthy. I mean, there have been 5-minute color-based tracks that do really well, and this one goes for a more trap structure. The first half feels a little bit empty, but the second half switches to a more neuro-esque type of drop, and it redeems it a little for me, but I still kind of find it to be the weakest link of this EP. But overall, I thought this was a decent project, and on first listen, I think I would give it around a 7.8, around 7 to an 8 out of 10, I would say. I'd probably come back to Synth Gardens and DIWATA the most, because I think they had the most unique aspects going for it. But overall, I thought it was pretty good. Let me know what you thought of this EP, and I will put it in the description below. It'll be a SoundCloud playlist, because I listened to it on SoundCloud, and feel free to check it out. And yeah, thanks for watching.